Titles in Sea of Thieves are some of the most underrated earnable items. They probably do the best job of conveying how good, annoying, or edgy a player is. They're great from a roleplay standpoint, and I see them as the cherry on top of your drip. So here's some awesome ones you can still get and how you can unlock them. Up first, we have the Hoarder of Treasured Tears title, and you can get this one for selling 100 chests of sorrow to the gold hoarders. In my 6 years of playing, I still haven't got it, but now you can more readily find these chests with the Cursed Treasure Pirate Legend Voyage, which will give you any of the 3 cursed chests or a chest of legends. This one is great for trolling your enemies and is perfect for any player who harvests the salty tears of their enemies. The Order of Souls have you taking down skeletons and ghost ships alike. You're basically a tricked out undead killer. If you want to take down 1000 skeleton captains, then they will award you with the Hunter of the Cursed Captains title, which slaps. Keep in mind, only skeletons with captain in their name will count, so your best bet is doing the bounties on the big islands. If you want to earn an even cooler title for taking down ghost ships, you can destroy 500 of them to earn the Scourge of the Damned title. Your most effective method will be diving to ghost fleet raids or voyages. Both take roughly the same amount of time since the ghost ships aren't any stronger between them. Although the raids allow you to beat the Burning Blade, doing so will get you the Banisher of Spectral Flame title and the amazing Burning Blade sales. The merchants have gotten the short end of the stick when it comes to titles, but it does have a few nice little unlocks. And they're all pretty tedious to get. The first is Black Powder Merchant, which requires selling 100 gunpowder kegs on schedule. This takes a bunch of time, carries risk, and has an element of RNG. Although this one confirms you're a merchant that's not to be fucked with, and you're probably going to be the only one that won't run like the wind. You can get the equally edgy Merchant of the Serpent scale for selling 200 snakes, but that doesn't carry the same aura. The Hunter's Call takes the cake for the most boring, under-supported faction with the worst rewards. But their titles are actually fucking sick and unfortunately have some of the most tedious commendations required to get them. The Hunter of the Monstrous Beast is unlocked by selling 50 pieces of perfectly cooked kraken. It's hard enough to find a kraken, retrieve the meat from the tentacles, and then selling it. It's even harder since Season 11 came out due to the spawn rate lowering. This is one you'll get gradually, but definitely a decent reward. Even cooler and more tedious, you can get the legendary Hunter of the Sea of Thieves. Well, this is one of the greatest titles of all time. You need to finish all 57 grade 5 commendations from the Hunter's Call, which involves catching some of the rarest fish in the game, treacherous plunder, killing a shitload of animals, and you actually have to fish for most of it. It's great if you want to listen to a podcast or two. It's a small consolation for losing your sanity as well. Athena's Fortune has some bloody sweet titles. As much as I disagree with their methods, they do have drippy stuff. Herald of Athena's Fortune is achieved by getting to level 100 in Athena's Fortune, and is a somewhat respectable grind. Although there's loads of ways now to progress the faction and the road is paved with many rewards. The legendary Thief title is the mark of your average tucker. You need to sell 5 stolen chests of legends to the mysterious stranger, but be warned, equipping this title stops you from wearing any other colour than black. Possibly the most iconic title of all time is the Legend of the Sea of Thieves. Something like this would seem like it requires you completing all commendations, although you only have to sink 500, yes, 500 skeleton ships. This is also a buggy commendation, since skeleton sloops sometimes do not count. It took me over 5 years to get it, but you are awarded with the most iconic title of all time. The Reaper's Bones easily have the edgiest titles, even more so since most are really simple to obtain. At this point, the only promotion one that's worth getting is Reaper of the Flame, unlocked at level 100 for the Reaper's Bones. All 20 of them are of the Flame, so take your pick. Fun fact, the Reaper's Bones share the Disciple of the Flame title with the Servants of the Flame, and also have emissary titles of Flameheart Sphere duplicated across 2 leaderboards, so we're actually missing out on 4 unique Reaper titles, and this has been the case for over 2 years. The best one is Emissary of Eternal Servants, and is the first emissary title you unlock. The Builder Adventure commendations tend to go pretty hard. Ashen Winds has some crazy good cosmetics tied with it, however it also has some of the coldest or hottest titles going. The Banisher of the Flame title is unlocked once you defeat 25 Ashen Lords, and with the new raid voyages, this is even easier than before. It's perfect for those who oppose Flameheart and will go nicely with your Athena themed pirate. Umbra was introduced in the Legends of the Sea update and brought some fantastic cosmetics with her. You could complete all her commendations out of pity and bag yourself the Chronicler of Legend title. You don't have to do the Glitterbeard stuff, just sail the entirety of the map to find all 60 Easter eggs and journals. At least you get a tattoo with it, right? Season 13 was a bit of a masterclass in terms of unlockables, and the titles were no different. If you want to oppose Flameheart, completing all the commendations for opposing the Burning Blade will get you the Defender of the Pirate's Life title. If you want to be cool like the rest of us, go for the Hotshot title. I would have picked Loyalist of the Flame, but Hotshot is more unique. You just have to hit 3 ships with the Ashen Roar and you're gold. Jumping back to 2018, Rare released the Cursed Cruise update, and with it, the Reaper's Mark and Cursed Cannonballs. While it had some dope, now vaulted cosmetics, you can still get all 3 titles. If you hit another ship with each of the Cursed Cannonballs while flying the Reaper's Mark, you get the Bearer of the Reaper's Mark title. Both the Guardians and Servants have some of the most amazing titles as part of their reward catalogue. While most of these can be on the list, the best one for either faction you can get is Lord of the Ashes. While Guardian of the Sea for level 100 Guardians beats out the Warrior of the Flame for level 100 Servants, the level 1000 award goes to Servants with the Lord of the Ashes title. You could be a Noble of the Waters if you want, but is that as edgy as Lord of the Ashes? I don't think so. I've saved the hardest, the edgiest, and the most brutal titles for last, and once again, it's a 2 for 1. If you're insane enough to get to level 9999 in either Hourglass factions, you get to wear the rarest and maybe the coolest titles in the game. As far as I know, nobody has done it legitimately without cheats or cheesing, making it even more desirable. If you manage to get 9999 levels in the Guardians of Athena's Fortune, the Pirate Lord will bless you with the Champion of the Pirate's Life. It's perfectly fitting since the Pirate's Life is most likely your only life. If you're fierce enough to do the same for the Servants of the Flame, Flameheart will curse you with the Avatar of the Reaper's Revenge title, proving to all those wannabes that you're no Reaper runner. While these are both tremendously grindy and 99.9% of all players will never see this, hell, I'm 1.9% of the way there, it's nice rares put a small reward for those dedicated grinders. So what about you? What's a title you adore and can still be earned? Let me know down in the comments below. Next time I'll go over some titles that you can no longer get just to rub it in. Or not.